This is the Viltrox DC-550 Pro. Is an external monitor that you pair with your digital camera. I got this device because now that I'm diving really into having some high quality production on my channel, I now feel the need. I needed something like this, and I cannot believe that for less than 200 you can get a pro monitor like this one, the Viltrox DC-550 Pro. Before I tell you about the features of this external monitor, let me tell you how it comes in the box. In the box, it comes with really packed all accessories that you need to plug and play this device. And the cool feature about this one, it has a full HDMI port. We'll get to it in a bit. But in the box, what you get is the monitor. This is the Pro version. There is also a light and a standard version. I went with the Pro version. Reason being, this is a touch screen. When you're looking to purchase the Viltrox monitor, there are three configurations. You have the light version, you have the Pro version, which is this one, and you have the standard version. Now, the Pro version, the advantage of this one is a fully touch screen. So I'll show you about that functionality in a bit. What else comes in the box when you buy it? There are plenty of accessories. My favorite one is this sun shield. You also have the HDMI cable. This is the mini HDMI to full HDMI. And you also have USB Type A to USB Type C. You do get another HDMI cable. This is the HDMI, full HDMI cable to micro DVI cable. Yeah, this is a DVI cable. So that's pretty much what you get in a box. But perhaps I forgot, you also get this pretty nice battery. This battery is really cool because you can also check the amount of power you still have in the battery, and you can charge it directly right here. That's why you have the USB-C cable, which is this one. You can plug it there and directly charge this battery. So you pretty much don't need any external charger in order to charge this battery. Pretty handy. I really like it when I opened this and I was like, oh, look at this battery. It has a very cool, unique feature that I would like on something that like this one. I cannot believe up until right now, as I was unpacking this device, it only cost less than $200 US on the Pro version. Unlike other devices, when you get them with the full HDMI cables, you go around $400 to get something with Pro features like this one, the Viltrox DC-550 Pro. Now let's talk about few accessories and how they connect together. One of it is this one. This is the one that you use to mount this guy here. So it has a 1/4 inch connector which you thread in here. Oops, likely I didn't drop it. So you thread this over here just like that. And it also has a lock, which is really cool, a very nice feature. And you connect it here. Now, one of the downside noticed about this one is that in order to have a full functional to turn or twist this mounting adapter, you will have to have a Allen key and use that Allen key to loosen up a little bit over here. Come on, which can focus. Oh, there you go. It's focused now. So you will use an Allen key that you can unthread this screw to give you a bit of a play in order to fix on which angle you want to mount it on your computer or your device. It also has another 1/4 inch connector over here, and you do have pretty much, that's it. That's about it about this one. So I'm going to unthread this and tell you about other IO that we have on this device. So you do have a full HDMI out. So when I say full HDMI out, it's literally your standard HDMI cable that you will get. and it's full HDMI in and out. So the in is the one that comes from your camera and you connect it there, and the out is the one that goes to another output source. So it can be a big monitor, or it can be when you are live streaming and directly you send the feed to a live stream connector or whatnot. On this side, the other IO that you have on this side, you do have their DC cable. There are two inputs for your DC. You have a USB-C DC, and you also have your standard jack 12 volt input there. And pretty much that's it on this side. On this side here, the other input you have is the SD card. This is where you plug in your SD card. This SD card is not to record, but this SD slot is not for recording. You use this SD slot if you want to input your LUT for color grading and whatnot. You input there and you can play around with the color grading and look that you want for your footage or for your production. Now we're done with the IO. Let's move to the functional buttons. You have three functional buttons that you can manipulate, and you have the return button. Those function buttons, you can program them however you want. That depend on you. And we do have this head jack that you use to listen to your audio right there. Very cool and very handy. We have this full dial here. This dial is the one that you use to navigate between the menu. Regardless, you can also use a touch screen because this one is a full touch screen, but you can use this dial to either select and move around the menu system of this one. A little bit about the battery. As I mentioned earlier, you do have a USB connection right there where you can input in order to charge it. This battery has a capacity of 2200 milliamp. Very cool for a size of this battery. And it has an input of 5 volts, 2 amps, and the voltage varies between 8.4 volts for charging. This is how you connect it. You can get your battery and you get this. You press it in there and then you push it. That's how you plug it in. And to remove it, the way you do it, you press this red button over here. You press that and then you slide this that way, slide it, and then you pull it. And to put it in the same way from this angle, you put it in and then you push it toward this way like that, and that goes on. Now the power button, this is one of the features I like about this one. The power button is right over here, and it's a physical button that you push up and down. Now if you push it up, it's off, and you push it down, is on. Now this is on, and you will see that there is no input. Takes a little bit of while. It greets you with Viltrox, and it says no inputs. Reason being because we haven't it plugged into our source image. All right, now let's plug this into our source image. All right, folks, and this is how you see it when you connect it. It's very bright. The brightness on this one is really sharp, and I really love it. It gives you clear colors when you're looking at it. It's not like those other cheap version of monitors that you see out there. For the price that this one is being sold, I cannot believe I can access all these cool features and qualities about this monitor. So let's go. All right, now let's go quickly about the features. You can see it's fully touch screen. If I press like this, if I go up like this, this is to increase the brightness. And if I go down, this is to decrease the brightness. You can see how the brightness has decreased. And if I go all the way up, the brightness goes up, go down, and the brightness goes down. This is how it works. Now, if I go this way, this one is the volume. So if you are listening or you have the audio jack connected here, you can go up and down. You increase the volume. You can see, look at over here, the volume is increasing. You see that? Go down and go up. If I go down and go up, the volume is going up and down. Now let's connect to the menus. So let's see, these are the preset menu. If you press on F1, it will give you the wave function. This is where you can see your color grading and whatnot. And you also have this one here. Usually this is used for skin tone. This one over here for the screen tone and whatnot. And again, everything is touch screen. Now if I press again, that one goes off, and if I press F2, this is where you get this is like false colors, that's what they call it on F2. And if you go on F3, you have all these other sub menu that appear over here, and you do have this one. Let me turn off the false color, go back here. I would like to turn off the false color. There we go. So F2, that's where you turn on the false colors, and then press again, it goes off. And you have the waveform. You can also turn off the waveform by just pressing F1. And if you go to the sub menu, it's F3, it's already pre-programmed. And you can go over here to go into a different sub menu and whatnot. This is where you can play around with the color you want as the output. And you go on the sub menu here, you can navigate. You can see I am just pressing on the touch screen, and it's moving along. You can see that everything, it's really on the touch screen. This is to have the zebra and whatnot. You can see that. Now I'm playing around with the zebra and whatnot. Very cool, very handy. I really like this functionality and whatnot. I will turn off the zebra. Again, this one is where you check your contrast, saturation, hue, sharpness, brightness, color temperature, RGB, and you can play around the output that you want to get on this screen and whatnot. By the way, before we continue, there's one thing I have to mention, that this video is not sponsored. However, Viltrox did send me this device so that I can review it. Overall, I have to say I really like this one, especially on the brightness. Is really crisp, and if you are using on 4K and whatnot, you can really see the true colors of your footages and production video that you are making. I mentioned about this dial. This dial is for selecting the sub menu function. We can go to F3, and if I move around, you can see the menu are moving. Look at the bottom over here, you see that the menu are moving, and if I select that, then I can go move along and so forth. You can see that if I select, then I can move, select wherever percentage I want to go and whatnot. So this is how it works, and the back function, that's exactly what it is. That's how I use it. Okay, my final thought about this device, I would say this is exactly something I was looking for. Given that in the channel I want to reach a certain type of production, I definitely do need a screen such as this one, and the way it mounts on my camera is just way easier, way simpler, and I like the functionality. It's simple yet robust with the functionality, especially the touch screen makes it just simple to use it. So I don't think there is any competitor on the market right now with a budget-friendly monitor but packed with a lot of pro features. So definitely this is a way to go. That's about it, folks. I hope you learned something. Let me know in the comments which monitor do you use, and which feature do you think is the most useful when you're using a monitor such as this one. But the DC-550 Pro is a way to go. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.